So this is a Sunday in Porto, and it is awful, as you can see. Yeah, and this is a Sunday. We're just kind of wandering. We don't know where we're going. We're just looking around, seeing if anything catches our interest for lunch. See the bridge here, which honestly looked a lot bigger further away. I thought it was going to be a long walk across, but it's actually not that bad. A real brick oven, wood fired.
That's one is for you.
Oh, and that's ours. It's the real deal. It smells incredible. I think it's going to be really, really good. Very excited.
Huh?
We got...
You got it right.
Yeah. And our food's in the oven, actually.
Oh.
We got 2 beer, 1 brand size.
I want Debbie size.
Debbie size. So it's nice and convenient. So yeah, we're looking very forward to this meal because I'm pretty hungry, as you've heard me say probably 1,000 times. But it's going to be good. So this is the francesinha, the famous sandwich of Porto, and it's before we put the sauce on it. You actually you get fries as well, and he brought 2 types of sauce,
Spice.
1 regular, 1 spicy. So Debbie's a happy camper, and her version is actually chicken, so she can enjoy that, whereas mine has beef in it. It's 2 different types of sausage, with beef in the middle, like a thin steak, and then cheese and an egg on top. So this is going to be good. So this is the place we came for lunch. Taberna de Francesinha. You can see the menu here. It was amazing. It was our first francesinha, right?
Yeah, amazing.
Tasty, tasty. And you can see this place is pretty cool, actually. It's like in a really old building.
It's like a cave.
So your cell phone reception kind of dies when you go inside. But yeah, it's basically like a little cave. Sorry, go ahead. But you can see it's an old school restaurant with a brick oven, which I was more than impressed with. Because not a lot of places, I think a lot of the places you go for francesinhas, they're not going to be done in an actual wood-fired oven. But this was authentic wood-fired.
We had
Debbie had, well, I told you what we had already. Debbie had the chicken francesinha. I had the regular traditional style with the pork and steak.
pork ham. It was a layer of bread, then it was ham, then there was sliced pork, then there was chicken, then there was sausage, and then again it was layer at the bottom, but the same thing.
So yeah, it was, and then covered in the francesinha sauce, which is like a tomato beer sauce. And they actually, extra points for the fact that they gave us 2 sauces, 1 regular traditional style, and then 1 that was spicy. And it had a nice little kick to it. It wasn't too hot, but it was nice, because Debbie actually, before the food had come, Debbie said, oh, I wish I brought hot sauce. And then they supplied us with spicy francesinha sauce, so extra points for that. Get out of the way.
I'm on the way.
Debbie's in the way of the car. So yeah, it was really good. and we highly recommend Taberna da Francesinha in Nova de Gaia, which is across the river from Porto. So yeah, you just cross the river on the bridge, you can walk across, pass all the port wineries, and it's up a little side street. So definitely give it a shot if you're here. Prices are reasonable. All the restaurants along the river are a little pricey for what they are. Basically what we do is we look at the prices up in the city, like where we're staying, and in the random neighborhoods, and we kind of start comparing. So like if you see, for instance, last night we got a cod cake for $1.50. Here the cod cakes are $3 to $5 a piece. We paid $1.50. So yeah, you can basically figure out how overpriced a restaurant is based on that, and certain other things like soup. Soup in Portugal shouldn't cost you more than, I would say, $2 to maybe $4 for a bowl, and some places along the river are charging $8 for a bowl of soup. So
but this place,
you got to do the math and figure it out. But you'll get used to it, and you'll know when a restaurant's a little overpriced. But you are paying for the view,
but this
which will take you down. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say this place is not that overpriced. It's really good.
No.
For its value.
Very reasonably priced and very, very good food.
Food, yeah.
And the gentleman that worked there was nice enough to let me film the brick oven, the wood oven. And coincidentally, it was our food that was in there cooking, so that was extra nice. And like I said, you're paying extra out here because you are getting this view while you eat. Although today is a little chilly. I'm not sure I'd want to eat outside because your food will cool off too quick. But if you want a view, I mean, you're not going to find much better than this. This is one of the old tiny cars, but it's not really. It's like a tuk-tuk. I believe an electric tuk-tuk at that. Let's go see the, we'll take you down to the river here. You can actually see here the boats that transport the port. Transport the port, that's funny. But yeah, beautiful view, right? Can't go wrong. I mean, you can see the buildings off in the distance. You get an idea of how hilly the city is. Debbie, I think, can safely admit she was dead wrong. When we got here, she said, oh, it doesn't look that hilly. This is good. It is just as hilly as Lisbon, if not actually worse. I would say maybe there aren't as many hills, but they're much more steep. But beautiful, beautiful view here. And even though it's cloudy and windy, it's a nice day. So can't go wrong. Yeah, that was another successful meal for the trip, and now we're just going to do a little wandering and see what there is to see on this side of the river. And we'll take you along with us as we go. I think we're going to walk up now to, you can see behind us there's a castle at the top of this hill, and I think we're going to try to trek up to the top. Although I don't know if we'll actually make it up to the top because it's pretty high, but let's see. We're at the
I'm not sure if I like it.
top of the bridge, crossing back over
The very
from Nova
top
de
of
Gaia to back to Porto. Little church up there. Crossing the river, the Douro River. Hold on tight to the camera, otherwise my whole vlogging career goes down into the Douro. Swallow up my camera quicker than I can even scream, no! Which would be followed by Debbie saying, we're not buying another one. I'll sneak across the tracks here and show you the other side. You're gonna get a rooftop view here. So over the guys here, and right across the door is Porto. beautiful. So over on this side, you've got all the port factories, all the wineries. And on this side, you've got all the restaurants and everything else. Beautiful view.
Even though it's a little cloudy today, it's still nice. I had to actually loan Debbie one of my shirts because it's chilly. Right?
Yes.
Chilly willy.
Didn't bring any long sleeve.
See, Brian packs for all his many moods. Like George Costanza says, you don't pack for a vacation, you pack for your moods.
Never know what I'm gonna want to wear.
The funny thing is I usually pack like a whole suitcase that's stuffed with clothes and then I rewear the same 3 outfits. This time I'm not doing that, believe it or not. I know you probably see me in a lot of black t-shirts, but I'm like Batman and I have like 4 black t-shirts that are all the same. Shout out to Costco.
I can't help it, the black t-shirts are comfy. And on the plus side, when I spill things on myself, because I'm Mr. Spilly Pants and I normally do, then you can't see it. So it's all good. I always say when I buy a white t-shirt, I'm fully aware that I'm buying it for a one-time wear, because as soon as I put on white, chances are I spill something on myself. The last time I wore white on a plane, I poured an entire bottle of wine on myself within the first like 10 minutes of the flight. Didn't even take me that long. Quite impressive. So yeah, we actually walked up. There is a cable car that you can see off in the distance there. You can see the cable cars going above the buildings. We did not take the cable car. It's €7 one way or €10 for a round trip. But we opted to just walk up the hill. It was maybe a 10-minute walk. It does kill your ankles, your calf muscles. But that's okay. It's good exercise. Helps work off the pasta stonata and the francesinha that I just ate. I joked with Debbie and said, like, by the time I get to the top of the hill, you're gonna have to buy me more food. But it is lovely, and I don't even know if you can hear me properly because it's windy and you're probably catching all that. But
It's worth a shot, right? Here's the
fortification walls. Looks like a little castle. Oh, people dancing down there, getting ready to dance.
There's also tons of cruises you can take, like river cruises and bridge cruises and other cruises and booze cruises. There's tons. We didn't opt to take one of those because we're actually going tomorrow on a day trip to 2 different wineries and to a gourmet lunch and a river cruise down the Douro. So we didn't worry about doing that today. We'll do it tomorrow.
Now we're going to walk back into Porto and wander around, see what there is to see on this side, because I think we're a ways away from our apartment, but I could be wrong.
It's both Lisbon and Porto have been very walkable. I know we keep saying there's hills and it's grueling, but to be honest, everything's kind of within like a 20-minute walk. So it's not that bad. It's definitely doable.
see up ahead, it's extremely busy. I'm not sure what is over there, but or if it's just lots of people milling about. But it's very busy. Oh, look.
There's a few big port names.
I'm thinking we should cross over because it's quieter on this side. So anyways, yep,
That was our little trek across the bridge here. And this is actually a tram bridge, but you can walk across the top, and there's also a walking platform below where the people are driving across, but there's nice little sidewalks you can take. So it's super handy to get you from one side to the other. Or you could opt to take a little cruise. It's totally up to you. From what I've seen, some of the cruises are only 20 euros a person for like a 50-minute cruise, the bridge cruise, which will take you underneath all the bridges. So that's your options.